Yo, what's going on, peeps? So I had is it showing up over here? Yeah, let's put it over here. Um I had this thing last year, brought to you by Nas. Um it's around 9 o'clock, October 6th, 2025. Insert spooky music. Um I was looking at the sun, the moon, and it was very cloudy night. And I don't even have all of the footage. I just was able to recover some of it. Call my family and I'm like, dude, it's got an alien or something. Something's not right. And they're like, chill out, everything's cool, don't worry about it, la la la. And I was freaking out about it, so I just let it go. Then I was watching something with like people were talking about aliens or something, right? It looks like they were seeing the same thing. So I dug up my extra footage to say, okay, something's not right, we're seeing the same thing. So I'm going to show you the video. um where is it? Here? No, here. I'm going to show you the video of it, right? And here we go. This is the video of it right here. We're gonna start over. All right, so this is October 6th. Don't, if there's any dates on here, don't even look at them. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at it. Um, can I make this thing go slow? I got my camera in the way. Speed. We're gonna take the speed down to like half. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at right here, right? And go ahead and stop it right there. You see this right here? Just look at things. You see this, and you see this. You see these. Okay. Now this, I know that there's clouds and everything, but look at this thing. Okay. Now keep in mind when you watch it, just watch it. Just watch it. Don't just watch it. Just watch it. Okay. You get the gist. Now let me go back to the speed. I got my camera. I need to get it like better set up. All right, we're gonna go back to the regular speed. Start over. I want you to tell me if you think this thing is moving. I've watched it over and over again. I swear that thing's moving. And the moon doesn't orbit that fast. It's moving. Look at this. My hand is steady. That thing is moving. So anyway, I freak out about that, right? And I'm sitting outside, and then you can even see at the end of the video, where I freak out because I heard like footsteps, like somebody was around me and was like, "You aren't supposed to be looking at that." It looks like it's moving.
Hey,
Do you hear it? Did you hear the footsteps? So then I point my camera that way, and then I went and I started switching the light in my carport and trying to look, and I didn't see anybody. So then this is where I started thinking maybe I'm just freaking out. All right, so that's the video, and I have another video, but I'm not gonna make you go through that. Here's my point. So then I was like, this is really cool. I use Gemini. I call her Janet. So I took that video and I put it in here. So we're gonna talk about what she said. she, I told her the date of the video. I was able to drag and drop the video in here and asked her, I was like, what do you think? She says that I saw a supermoon. She says on October 6th, 2025, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's the ones that are important. The moon reached Perigee, its closest point to Earth in its orbit. So she's saying it was 226,000 miles instead of 239,000 miles. Because it was closer, it appeared roughly 14% larger and 30% brighter. Okay, sounds like somebody's trying to talk me out of this. The extra brightness makes the lunar halo, the ring, much more vivid to the naked eye. Okay, so she says supermoon. Then she goes in to say harvest moon position. The harvest moon is unique because of the angle of the moon's orbit around the optimal. I'm not optimal. Autumn. I don't know. Equinox. I can't pronounce words I'd never see. The moon rises about 20 to 30 minutes later each night rather than the usual 50-minute delay. Okay. When the moon is low, it triggers the moon illusion. Our brains compare it to trees or buildings on the horizon. Okay, so this is the takeaway. She's saying that, like, you know how some people will take a picture or they'll say, "Hey, this is this can," and then they show their hand next to it. What she's saying is, you're that I'm looking at things that I normally compare it to. I normally compare it to trees that I see all the time. I normally compare it. So, like, if I were to show you this and my hand was like this, you could tell like distance. So she's talking about like relative. Um, she says, and this is why she goes in and says, this is why it looked like it was moving. It's rare to actually see the moon move in real time. Yeah. Okay. On this night, okay, on October, I was like, wait a minute, I told her October 6th. The moon was in extremely close conjunction with Saturn. While the moon's orbital motion is normally too slow to notice, when it's right next to a steady, bright point like a planet, your eyes can actually detect the gap between them. So then she goes in to ask me, did I see um, any other stars? And I said, yeah, I saw some stars that were very brightly colored. That's why I said, what did I do with it? I closed it. That's why I said here, guys, to take a look here, where I'm seeing these objects. And I'm watching these objects. They're not blinking, so they're not, like a plane that's moving and it has like the lights on it and it blinks. These aren't blinking. So these aren't planes. These aren't. I saw some planes, but these aren't. So I'm taking these three objects. She's saying that because it's near these, it looks like it's moving, which I still don't get that. I mean, because she's saying that they're steady. Even that one doesn't look steady. Maybe that was. I don't know. The clouds are messing the whole thing up. But she says the bright stars were actually three different planets with distinct color if you look closely. Dude, I just took this video and put it into Gemini, and she gave me this. I didn't give her any. I'll I'll go to the top and show you. Where is it? I started this whole thing. Hi, Janet. I have a conspiracy theory. Are you able to look at videos and analyze them? Look at this video and tell me what you think. I gave her nothing. I said, "You tell me what's happening," and she came with it. So I think I also want to make this video because, dude, did you know you could do that? You can just throw a video in there and ask her what's going on. That's almost like crime solving right there. Right? You get some kind of CCTV video, just throw it in and be like, "Hey, what you think happened?" Um, okay, she says golden star Saturn. This was the closest one to the moon. In fact, the night before October 5th, the moon passed right in front of Saturn. By the 6th, they were still very close neighbors. Saturn has a steady yellowish gold glow that doesn't twinkle like a regular star. And she says, the brilliant white star, Jupiter, if you look towards the east, northeast later in the evening. So let's go back to this. This is east. This is like directly, like if you get right here, this is perfect east. And then this, of course, is north. So she's with it, northeast. Where was I? Northeast later in the evening. Jupiter would have been the brightest thing in the sky, other than the moon itself. It has a piercing silver white light. Then she says, the radiant morning star, Venus. If you were out towards the early morning hours, Venus would have been incredibly low and bright in the east. It is often mistaken for a plane or drone because it is so much brighter than any star. Again, she goes back into why it's moving reference point. Speed, since the moon was in Perigee, it was actually moving faster in orbit, blah, blah, blah. Then she starts talking about the clouds, those thin ice crystal clouds. So she was saying, there's another part I didn't read earlier, that like the lens of the camera, and then my eye, and then like the clouds and the icy, just listen to how she says it. Those thin ice crystal clouds, the ones making the ring, often move in the opposite direction of the moon. This creates an optical illusion called induced motion. Your brain thinks the moon is sprinting through the sky because the clouds feel like a stationary background. I don't know how much I buy that, but um, yeah. So um, there's like one more I think I had, but I just want to share that. I still kind of not buying it because I was like,
What you see is not there.
and look at this thing. This thing looks like it's moving too.
What you see is not there.
And so I was like freaking out, but because I've never looked up in the sky and seen some stuff like that. But tell me what you think, guys. I just want to share it, and I guess keep looking up. I think that's what Neil Tice. Dude, I can't say your whole name. Um, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Can I just call you Tyson or Neil? I'm gonna call you just Neil or NGT. All right, guys, stay frosty.